The bridge of the UHSF Defiant fell silent as the transmission ended. Commander Sofia Martinez stood rigid at her station, her knuckles white against the tactical display. 30 seconds. The Krell Imperium had given humanity 30 seconds to surrender or be obliterated. Ma'am, their dreadnought is charging weapons. Lieutenant Benjamin Chun reported from the helm, his voice steady despite the tremor in his hands. Mass displacement indicates antimatter cannons. They could vaporize us and the colony behind us in one shot. Sophia's jaw tightened. Behind them, on the agricultural world of New Horizon, 3 million colonists, farmers, teachers, children, went about their lives, unaware that an alien armada had just issued humanity's death warrant. The Krell had swept through 6 systems in as many weeks, demanding submission or delivering extinction. No negotiations. No mercy. 25 seconds. Benjamin counted down. The Krell commander's final words echoed in Sophia's mind. Humans are fragile, weak. Surrender, and we may permit some of you to serve us. Sophia had seen the reports from the other colonies. Service meant slavery, experimentation, and slow death. The Krell didn't conquer, they consumed. Lieutenant Chun, Sophia said quietly, what's our maximum velocity if we divert all power from weapons and shields? Benjamin's fingers flew across his console. His eyes widened. 0.73 light speed. But Commander, without shields we'd be dead anyway, Sophia finished. She turned to face her bridge crew, 19 men and women who'd followed her through the Outer Rim campaigns, who trusted her with their lives. The Krell think we're weak because we value life. Because we hesitate. They've never fought anyone who understands that some things are worth dying for. 15 seconds. Sophia accessed the ship-wide comm. All hands. This is the commander. The Krell have given us 30 seconds to surrender. They believe we'll choose survival over principle, that we'll sacrifice millions to save ourselves. She paused. They don't understand humans at all. Benjamin met her eyes across the bridge. In that moment, Sophia saw understanding dawn in his expression, not fear, but grim determination. He'd lost his family to the Krell at Kepler for 42. He knew what surrender meant. They have one dreadnought, Sophia continued, her voice carrying to every deck. We have velocity, mass, and the one thing they'll never possess, the willingness to pay any price to protect our own. Humanity doesn't bow. We don't beg, and we sure as hell don't surrender. 10 seconds. Lieutenant Chun, plot a collision course with their dreadnought. All power to engines. I want relativistic impact. Aye, Commander. Benjamin's voice didn't waver. His fingers danced across the helm controls with practiced precision. Course laid in. At 0.73 light speed, the kinetic energy will obliterate them, Sophia said. E equals mc squared. Let's give them a physics lesson. The crew erupted into action. Engineers rerouted every ounce of power to the engines. The Defiant was a frigate, small and outdated by modern standards, but she massed 12,000 tons. At relativistic speeds, she'd hit with the force of a stellar explosion. 5 seconds. The Krell dreadnought swelled on the view screen, its hull bristling with weapons, its shields shimmering like oil on water. It was 3 kilometers long, a monument to their empire's superiority. Sophia activated the emergency beacon that would transmit their final moments to every human ship in range. Let humanity see. Let them remember. 4. Benjamin locked the course. The engine screamed, pushing past their design limits. The Defiant shuddered as space itself seemed to compress before them. 3. On the view screen, Sophia saw the Krell dreadnought's weapons charging, antimatter coalescing into annihilation. They'd fire any second, certain these foolish humans would break. 2. Sophia gripped her armrest. For New Horizon. For humanity. 1. The bridge crew spoke as one. For Earth. Benjamin slammed the throttle forward. The Defiant surged forward like a bullet from God's own gun. Relativity bent around them, time dilating as they accelerated. The Krell dreadnought filled their vision. Sophia saw gun ports swiveling, saw their shields brighten in belated defense. Too late. The Defiant struck at 73% light speed. For one infinitesimal moment, matter met matter at relativistic speeds. The frigate's hull, compressed by velocity into something harder than neutronium, punched through the dreadnought's shields like tissue paper. The impact released energy equivalent to a dozen nuclear weapons, not an explosion, but in pure kinetic conversion. The dreadnought simply ceased to exist. Its forward section vaporized instantly. Its antimatter containment failed, adding its own fury to the destruction. A shock wave of plasma and debris expanded outward, catching two Krell destroyers and crippling them. From the surface of New Horizon, 3 million colonists saw a new star briefly ignite in their sky. The human defense fleet, arriving 3 hours later, found the Krell armada in retreat. They also found the Defiant's emergency beacon, transmitting a final message that Sophia had recorded seconds before impact. To the Krell Imperium, you gave us 30 seconds to surrender. We chose freedom. We chose defiance. You wanted to teach humanity its place in your empire. Instead, we've taught you a lesson. Humans don't surrender. We don't yield. And if you give us a choice between submission and death, we'll choose death and take you with us. You can conquer our worlds, destroy our ships, but you'll never break our spirit. Because we understand something you never will. Some things are worth more than survival. Remember the Defiant. Remember New Horizon. And remember that humanity kneels to no one. The message rippled across human space, then beyond. Within weeks, more Krell fleets encountered human ships that chose impact over surrender. Within months, the Krell sued for peace. In the end, they learned what every tyrant eventually learns. You cannot conquer those who refuse to be conquered. You cannot break those who choose to break themselves against you. Humanity had spoken, in fire and steel and sacrifice, and the galaxy heard in memory of the crew of the UHSF Defiant. Commander Sophia Martinez, Lieutenant Benjamin Chun, and 17 others who proved that courage isn't the absence of fear. It's the willingness to face oblivion for something greater than yourself. They gave us 30 seconds that we gave them eternity to regret it.